Well, hey everybody, hanging out with the old Berliner here today. We're getting some water in the back of the car, getting a nice little swimming pool, either accumulating over time or on a big heavy rainfall, it accumulates pretty quickly. I've had up to a couple of inches sitting in the back floor well behind the driver's side. So I have a suspicion it's going to be the vapor guard or the vapor barrier, which is a sheet of plastic that sits between the interior door trim or door cards and the main metal of the door. So we're going to pull the door trim off and check it out. And so our suspicion is it's getting in the window, coming down inside of the door, the vapor guard on the inside of the door. It's hopefully failed, because that's an easy fix. So we're going to take the door off and look at the vapor guard, because if it has failed, then it'll be leaking out under here, leaking in just here, and then going down the inside of this seal, so it's damp in there, under this trim and into the carpet. So let's have a crack. So taking these off is super simple. There's just a bunch of screws along the edge here. There's one, they go all the way underneath, blah, 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 all the way around here. Then you pop this off here. Just a little tiny screwdriver or a blade or a trim tool in there that'll release that. Pop, that red bit pops out and then that'll come straight off. And then also right in here, like that. Get that screw undone as well. That one up there, and then it should all come off. So there we go, those are off. So we've got all of that, bunch of screws, couple of bits of trim. This should now get out of our way, and we should be able to take the whole door off. Here's the last little bit. You've got to unhook that off the back of the door release handle, and then you can let it go. Bit of a pain to put that back on, but not the end of the world. Oh, and sorry, one more screw right in there. So there we go, door card. Just be careful, it might fall off on you depending on how much you've removed when you do that last screw. And then that little wiring loom there for your power window switch. There we go, that's that off, that's all that off. And as you can see, this vapor guard is trash. So I'm hoping that's the reason we're getting water in the car. All right, to prove a point, here we go. I've set myself some weather. Let's go in the car and see what's happening. Right there. There it is. Now it's obviously a lot more than normal, so you wouldn't necessarily see that in a rain shower. You can see how much water, it's pretty crazy, comes down the inside of the door. See it dripping down in there, all up in here. Right, and if your vapor guard is not properly sealed, then you are going to get a swimming pool. Always surprises me how much water comes down the insides of the doors, all over the power windows. Somehow they keep on keeping on. So there we go, that was our problem. What usually happens is some lazy bugger comes in and does a job, whether it's the power windows or the locks or the speaker or something, and they just rip into the vapor barrier. They ripped it here. They haven't bothered sticking it back. They get super lazy, and for once this wasn't me. Normally I'm the lazy bugger, but today this was someone else's handiwork, and yeah, you end up with a nice little swimming pool in the back of your car over time. You can replace these, you can buy vapor barrier kits. Best thing, easiest thing is just to get a big sheet of plastic, and you can use the old vapor barrier if it's still in decent shape as a template to cut out a new one. I might try and tidy this one up a little bit for now. I did the other door as well over there, and it's not much better, but it's not leaking at the moment. And we'll just see if we can get this to stop leaking for now, and then maybe another day when we've got some time, we might go through and do the vapor barriers on all 4 doors, and then we'll know everything's good. A couple of things if you're trying to repair Obviously you want to use a nice sticky sealant, something that's really going to seal everything up and hold it all down. You can also see there's these holes along the vapor barrier line and a drain hole right down there, that one there. So you just line up all your silicone so that as it collects and trickles down your silicone line, it goes back inside the door so that it can come out the door drain holes at the bottom where it's supposed to, rather than inside your car. So there we go. This was just a diagnostic video, and I'm going to consider that diagnosed. We found where our leak's coming from, and as I said, I'll probably try and do a quick and dirty fix on these. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal the garage and leave it in there for a day or two to really dry out before I start putting glue down, and I'll try and just really glue all that old vapor barrier back in place, see if I can fix the problem. But as I say, one day when I've got some time, I'll get a full kit and we will replace everything all at once. But for now, that's it. I'm going to park this in the garage and call it a day. So thanks everybody for coming along for the ride. We'll catch you on the next one.